I was asked to explain a little bit about going into gamma brain state. Okay. My counsel for anybody who wants to do this is practice meditating. There are umpteen, if not scores, of free guided meditations out there on the internet on YouTube. I commend to you the work of Joe Dispenza, who helps one talk. He talks about getting into space and perceiving space, which allows you to experience an other than regular consciousness mode. I've got a couple of guided meditations on my old YouTube channel, and there are many more. The idea of meditation is becoming familiar with, and much of it has to do with becoming quiet, as in not bouncing your mind around like it ordinarily does in ordinary everyday waking conscious, where it's here and there. Did I move the lawn? How about washing dishes? How about the kids? Laundry, mind chatter. Okay. You got to overcome that. And you can do it. Anybody can do it with practice. And it will take practice. Like I said in an earlier video, in regard to the idea of concentrating the mind to remedy physical situations. Okay. So I'm going to walk you through what I walk my clients through to help them get to, and I don't tell them I'm going to get you into gamma. I just tell them these things. They agree with me and do them, not recognizing they're going into hypnosis, which there's no such thing as hypnosis. And if you believe that or don't believe that, I commend to you the book. It's called Monsters and Magical Sticks. There's no such thing as hypnosis. Get that book, read it. It will be very helpful to you. It talks a little bit about NLP, but primarily about hypnosis. Anyway, the point being, I've also got a video, about a 15-minute video about what is hypnosis on my old YouTube channel. So check that out as well. But anyway, so I'm going to walk you through this, and you recognize it when you do, because what I go into when I'm doing focused mind healing, okay, is gamma. Now, I may well be accessing alpha and beta and theta and delta and all these other things simultaneously, because the entirety of mind becomes focused and conscious, perhaps. All right, so is this your right? Okay, there, over on your right, there's an imaginary shelf. Let's call it an other dimensional shelf, and it holds 200,000 tons. Now, 200,000 pounds would be a very strong shelf, but this one holds 200,000 tons. In other words, you could put a Buick and a Ford and a Chevy Silverado on top of it, and it's not going to break. It's a strong shelf. The other great thing about a shelf is once you put something on that shelf, it's there. And if you decide, oh, I need that, you just reach out and get it. You don't even have to open a door. There's no combination lock. It's not difficult. It's right there. So I'm going to ask you, and you do this in your mind and in your physical reality and whatever reality you're choosing to deal with at this time. I want you to put on the shelf. Oh, by the way, you can't be harmed and you can't get it wrong. So having that knowledge probably be useful to you. You cannot get this wrong and you cannot be harmed. Okay, so on the shelf, I want you to put on that your need to know what it is exactly what I'm doing. Put that on the shelf. You need to know what protocol is this that I'm using to achieve these results. You put that on the shelf. That'd be right over there on the shelf. Okay. Your need to know about this and what is it and study this so you can learn how to do it too. Put that on the shelf. You can just let it rest right there. Okay. And there's one more that's really important. It might be a little heavy for you, but you're strong. You can do this. I want you to put this on the shelf. Okay. Now it's there among humans. Okay. You talk about ego, whatever you want to talk about, but I want you to put on that shelf right there your need to be right on that shelf. And leave that on the shelf. Leave it there. Relax your shoulders on purpose. You know what sparkling water is. You know what Jello is. You're in a safe position where you won't be disturbed. Relax your shoulders completely and totally. And then imagine your knees transforming into sparkling jello with little silver bubbles. Then let whatever happens next be okay. Even if this happens, cleanse, heal, change. So when that is accomplished, we become hyper aware, if you will, or go into gamma. All right. I highly suggest having a session with me. I suggest you get the book from Harold McCoy and the ORI, The Power of Focused Mind Healing. Read Benjamin Bibbs and Joseph Weed's book. What's it called? Ancient Secrets of Psychic Healing. That's a great resource. Okay, as time goes forward and technology develops, we don't use an old rotary style telephone anymore. In the book by Bibb and Weeds, they talk about Medipic and dialing up someone and imagining they're on the phone with you. Well, it's not that way. We have a little device we put in our hands. Technology's changed. But anyway, so that's a little bit about going into gamma. You're hyper aware of everything, and your mind is quiet, and you're just listening. You're listening and prepared to notice what you notice. When you do that, you're open to guidance, and you open up your mind, and you're asking for help. If you're going to attempt to do this focused mind healing stuff, you're going to have a goal in mind. You're going to have a client. You're going to have an ailment or problem or situation or condition that you want to address. You're going to have that in mind, and you're going to already know the 7 things I've told you about in an earlier video. It's for the highest good. You unattach from the outcome, and you do what you do. So that's a little bit of going into gamma, and I hope this helps. And again, it's not going to break your bank to have a session with me. I can explain this thing further. And certainly if you want to take up and learn this practice, which is very useful, and it works, okay? And it's cheaper than going to an allopathic medicine practitioner in a lot of cases. So all the best to you. Thank you for listening, and have a great day.
Audio Jungle.